Achieving the American dream is looking at, and when I really came into that to that understanding, which you asked me about, achieving the American dream, I was locked up, and it so happened I was reading the Constitution of the United States, looking at the preamble, and life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But to find out about the American dream, everything what I'm saying, trying to say now is that finding out about the American dream was first of all finding out about myself. When I went to jail, I was able to sit back. Gee, I don't look at jail. I don't look at jail as a place of doom, dread, dungeon. No, it was my monastery. It was my monastery. I went back a couple of times, back there to retreat, back to my monastery. But when I went back, it had the resources to help me to come to understand myself and what I needed to do to improve myself, to really embrace what I was a part of. And this was this American system. And we can either accept, forget, not forget, but move on. Not forget, we can move on, or we can hold ourselves back by holding on to something that is not beneficial. We learn from the past to help us to have a more productive future.
Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
The number one thing,
So what are you going
the number one thing I got out of that was the number one thing that I got out of that was education. Education was of paramount importance as far as your success in this country. You have to go back to school. You have to apply yourself. You have to go back to school and learn different information, or information that applies for the time. To help you. It's like fixing yourself with the tools that you need to survive. So education was a very important tool in maintaining or to obtaining the American dream. So I start reading these concepts, researching them, and finding out how you internalize these concepts. How do you live them? And then it came from an inspiration. You have to have a power or a strong urge, for showing oneself how you can overcome and overcome a lot of obstacles and feel good about yourself. Not only feel good about yourself, how people look at you as well. A lot of us, at least I didn't, understand capitalism. Independent. I read about it too. John Payne, during the revolution, I read a lot of books on the revolution when you was in American history, and the different people that helped bring it about. Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson. You read about these men, and not only back then, you also go into the industrial age. You read about those men, Carnegie, Rockefellers, and then you move. You just swamp yourself with this information that help you give you an understanding of capitalism.
And so on. Whereas the average American depends on his or her job, having a job, earning a decent income, having a certain number of benefits.
Capitalism, when you work for yourself and you see the benefits from your own effort, man, that's empowering. And you love it. You want some more.
All I ever had, redemption songs, these songs of freedom